and welcome back. And very recently, the challenge launched a live stream event called The Challenge Aftermath Live Casting Special, which is oddly named after just watching it. To me, it's just weird with everything that happened in it that's what they decided to name it. If you were unable to catch this live, or if you did watch it, or if you were like, should I invest the hour into watching this live casting special thing? Have no fear, because I watched it, and I'm gonna go over some highlights of what happened in studio, some of the talking points, and also we got a very quick house tour. Then I'm gonna be going over some of the shots, and also we got a lot of new sneak peek shots of all the different challenges that are going to be happening on this season of the challenge. A lot of the shots that I picked were not featured in any of the trailers or promo shots just yet, so I'm going to be breaking those down and deep diving into them later on in this video. First of all, let's go into some of the highlights that happened in studio. And first of all, I have to say, thank goodness Devin was hosting. She was amazing. I hope this is a sign to come that she will be hosting the reunion at the end of the season. We're gonna have to wait and see. But also joining her in studio is Nelson, Nany, Amanda, and Devin. And joining via satellite is Kyle and Big T. And in the dunk tank is Josh, which we're gonna get to in a little bit. Some of the talking points and highlights: Amanda is back and she is excited to be back on this season, hopes to do all the moms proud. Kyle is excited to be a soon-to-be father. And speaking of maternity and paternity, Nany was given the moniker house mom via Corey. Very interesting that she got the moniker house mom. Devin is backtracking on Big Brother Sucks now, as he was seen vacationing with Josh and taking a few vacations with Josh over the off season. Also very interesting that there was a question posed to the cast and also the audience members watching, because this was interactive as it was live streamed. It was posed to everyone that if you were to spend 24 hours with either Emmanuel or Emmy, a lot of the cast members instantly said Emmy, which makes me think that Emmy gets along with a lot of the cast members. Everyone is 1000% happy that this challenge is taking place in a warmer climate. They said they were able to be in their bikinis more, which I'm sure if they're excited that it's in warmer weather, we're excited that it's going to be in warmer weather, because it's going to make the challenge much more enjoyable to watch if everyone is excited to be outside. And also, it gives a lot more variance into the different challenges that we're going to be able to see if they're in warmer weather, which we're going to get into in the breakdowns later on in this video. In studio, they play trivia for a long time, and Nany wins it. And lo and behold, Nany gets night watch binoculars, which I can tell you she is probably 100% not going to use them, gift them to a family member, or she's going to like sell it on eBay or something.
She's selling it on Poshmark.
Nelson talked about the rookies, and he talked about Jeremiah and Kels possibly being TYB hopefuls. Devin is given the task to describe this upcoming season in 2 words.
It's gotta be sexual, and it's gotta be dominant.
Josh was dunked.
Josh! Get excited!
We get to see a little bit into Nelson and Fessy talking about what their dynamic is going to be like on this upcoming season of the challenge.
Fessy, bro, it's hard for me to be around you because of the vibe we used to have, bro.
I'm fucking sorry for what I did.
So that's pretty much all the highlights that happened in this live stream, as they were really trying to stay as vague as possible, not giving even an ounce of spoilers of what's to come in this upcoming season. I thought this was a little weird, especially the naming of this being a casting special. They didn't really talk about the cast at all. It was just another Aftermath live. I wish they would have called it a pre-show, a pre-game, something to that effect, a pre-mission, anything, like a deliberation, something different than a casting special, as there wasn't really a lot of talking about the cast. They didn't bring in more of the cast. It was just them talking about what to expect, some of the vague possibilities of this season. Will there be hookups? Will there be injuries or anything like that? So it was just like a lot of sidestepping questions and sidestepping possible spoilers. But now I'm going to be getting into some of the more exciting portions, which is the sneak peeks into the houses and the upcoming challenges on this season of the challenge. So without further ado, let's jump into the house tour. All right, let's take a look at the challenge 37, Spies, Lies, and Allies house. And can I just say, from looking at this house, this looks like a fantastic challenge house. One of the best I think, in challenge history. A lot more room than the previous 2 seasons, I think, combined. I think last season's was a little claustrophobic. There wasn't a lot to work with room-wise, and then the bunker is just the bunker. I mean, this is multi-level. It looks fantastic. Got an infinity pool on the topper level, and then you got a pool on the bottom with a bed in the middle of it. We're going to take a look into all of this. Nelson, during the live casting event, was talking about how there's like multiple gyms in this challenge house as well. Let's get a look closer to the other side. I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, look at that balcony. It looks absolutely breathtaking. Here's a closer look into the infinity pool with the bar in the background, upper deck looking down at the second pool down with the bed, and a whole bunch of dead trees. Then we get a beautiful look inside. Here's the kitchen. I wonder if there's more than one oven. Don't want another happening of Pizzagate. We got a nice, lovely indoor pool, it looks like. This looks fantastic. My gosh. A nice recreational room with a billiards and a whole bunch of pool cues. Here's a couple of look at the bedrooms. This is one bedroom. Here's another with a little bit of a red color scheme. And then we got a blue color scheme here and a living room action. I mean, there's just so many places for people to talk, people to gossip, people to start drama in. I just remember last season's house looked really nice, but it did feel claustrophobic to me as the bedrooms were like stacked upon each other. The outside area wasn't that big when looking at it. This looks fantastic. This looks ginormous, and we can see right here that there's like a spa, and this is one place that Nelson said during the live stream event, saying that this is the best place to get hot and heavy and sweaty, which I think should have been the title of the season instead of Spies, Lies, and Allies. Hot, heavy, and sweaty. And then this is the night shot. I mean, this looks beautiful either during the day or at night. I think it even looks better at night. I mean, this looks fantastic. This is going to be the party central. And just look at that lot. That lot is ginormous. And I mean, if somebody's getting in your grill or getting under your skin, there's places to walk around and get away from everybody. And so, to me, this is one of the nicest house, if not the nicest house in challenge history. What do you think? Let me know that in the comment section below. But now let's get into the day 1 sneak peek that we got and going into the challenge's shots. The beginnings of the challenge season 37, which they started the stream off with, and first of all, we get to see Corey, Nelson, and CT in the back of this car, squished together in the back seat. Nelson says, wonder who's coming back this year. Everyone looking fantastic. Then we get a bar scene where we see Tracy, Bettina, Emmy. With Big T here, she is saying that this is to spying, scheming, plotting, and planning. And we get to see a shot of Michelle with a wine glass. We get to see Corey Lane here in his red suit. And then we get a look at Jeremiah from Love Island. Here we have Nany, who is explaining to somebody off camera that she wants an alumni to win this season, meaning no rookie. She wants no rookies to win this season. She only wants returning veterans. We have Devin up here in one of the gym areas which looks to be Tommy and Corey in the background, and Devin is saying, I'm gonna hammer 12 beers tonight. These little are pushing me around, so he is getting frustrated, which sounds to be like the newbies are getting under his skin a little bit. Then we have Corey here in the confessional. I really like how this confessional is looking like. He is saying, we have some new young blood coming into the house, trying to take it over. I'll be damned if I'll let that happen. And this is going to be all the rookies coming in the challenge house as we get a couple of more shots of, we can see Emmy and Emmanuel, Tatcha, Kels, Tatcha coming in, Priscilla and everybody coming into the challenge house. We can see that Fessy and Casey, this looks to be the big brother room, as we're going to be moving over a little bit to see Josh, and Nany is in the background behind Josh, and then Tori is right there. Amanda is talking about how we have Big Brother players and Survivor players. We can see right here Michelle, Michaela, and Tommy all sharing a car coming to the challenge house. Corey is talking probably to Nelson or some other vets, saying that we are outnumbered. Anissa in a confessional talking about how she loves a lot of international players coming into the game because it's like traveling the world via somebody else, and we can see a lot of players talking to each other. This is going to be night 1 where we're seeing Logan and Emmanuel. We got Kels and Priscilla, and again we have Emmanuel, Emmy, and Priscilla. This is where Kyle is saying that we have Team Romania, Team Nigeria. Then we see Tatcha, Esther, and Kels pulling up to the challenge house as they are sharing a car together. Then we get this nice outside shot as everybody's just enjoying the pool, enjoying the rays, enjoying the sun, and we can see Nelson. He came in stacked. He went to the gym. He's got a nice 6-pack, almost 8-pack. His biceps and triceps are looking great. We can see some of the other challengers around them. We can see that Bettina is sitting down. We can see in the background here, we can see Lauren. Everyone's just enjoying themselves. I couldn't handle another snowy climate. We can see here some spy footage of what looks to be Nany and Casey getting very, very close with each other. And even in the in-studio portion, Nany was talking about coming in with eyes only for Casey. One of my favorite parts of this little sneak peek is Nam talking to Gabo, and Nam is trying to be like, hey, being in the challenge is like knowing something is going to happen. You just don't know what's going to happen. And then it goes over to Gabo, who is just like, well, I'm eating right now. like he is just housing those skewers. Looks like everyone's crowding around. I'm thinking about in this night portion, everyone's having a good time, but then TJ's gonna come up on a TV screen and is gonna be talking about how there's something that's going to happen, lights are gonna flash, or something's gonna happen to where everyone's getting excited, everyone's having a shocked face, as we're gonna see. And that's where it ends. But now let's deep dive into some of the sneak peeks of the upcoming challenges that we're gonna see happen on this season of the challenge. All right, let's jump right into this with the first shot that we get from the studio and what looks to be Michaela, Michelle, and Devin all dressed up, heading out to go do a challenge or go meet TJ somewhere, and it looks to be like it's dark. Like they're going in the middle of the night. Could this be the first night where everyone's having a good time and then all of a sudden lights are flashing and they're gonna have to gear up and then head over to TJ for a surprise night daily challenge on night one, day one? That would be exciting. I wonder if that's the case, or if this is gonna be later on, like kind of like how Survive the Night was, where they waited around all day and then all of a sudden the lights went off and then they were gonna have to do an all-night daily challenge later on in the season. Then we got this like, they made it blurry on purpose. This reminds me of the trailer where Corey is on the side of somewhere and then a snake is crawling up his arm, which no thank you if that's just like a towers full of snakes. This looks to be an obstacle course hanging over water where you can see like wrecking balls trying to knock people over and sabotage them as they're trying to get from one side to the other, and it looks like there's going to be chests, so possibly a duo or a group are going to have to grab something and then take it over to the other side without falling into the water. And here we have what looks to be sort of like tunnels or foxholes, and you're going to have to run in them. And what reminds me of this is like the T-bone elimination that happened in Rivals. We're going to get a couple more shots of this as we go forward in here. This is a plain daily challenge where we got to see everybody in their like Top Gun outfits, which we saw in the earlier trailer that was put out. We can see Josh, we can see Tori, we can see Nany, Emmanuel are all sitting in this cockpit. That's who I can make out so far. It looks to be that possibly there's gonna be a submarine daily challenge. This daily challenge is one that I'm really excited for. We get a little bit more into what this daily challenge is all about, where we can see that 2 teams are going to be going at once. One person from each team is going to be in the car, hanging out the sunroof, and then their teammate is going to be in a helicopter, and they're going to be throwing stuff at their teammate, and the teammate is going to have to catch them, and probably whoever has the most at the end of the run will be like the double agent or the spy in disguise. I don't know what the like power couple kind of moniker is for this season, but I think that's who's going to win this daily challenge and be in power, is whoever has the most in their bag at the end of the run. We get to see this cool cave daily challenge. I can't make out who's in there, but the rocks look very, very pretty. Nany posing for the camera in her Top Gun outfit. Then we get to see everybody with a sledgehammer. We can see Amanda, Nelson, Bettina, CT, and Ashley all standing in a row, and they have their hammers ready to go. We can see somebody peeking through whatever this is, getting ready to run through something in a daily challenge. I wonder if this is Ed. Then we got CT saluting as he is in his Top Gun outfit. Here's the shot of the daily challenge where people are on top of their cars. As we can see, Big T is going to be able to be doing this daily challenge. We have everyone jumping off the cliff. Another look at the jet which is being propelled over the water and is going to be dipping into the water, as we can see right here, which it looks like Nelson and Amanda and possibly Kyle is in the background, which we can see another group going, which is Josh and Tori are going, and the water is filling up. And we can see that Casey's going to be doing this challenge as well. It seems to me that they're going to have to submerge underwater, figure out how to escape it, and then swim up to the top. We have the outside of the cave daily challenge where it looks like there's buoys and somebody is hugging that wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, baby. This is Wipeout. 100% this is Wipeout. They're going to be jumping from platform to platform. As we can see, players are going to be using a fire hose to try to sabotage other teams. And we can see CT, Ed, Ashley, Bettina, and Nelson are all working together to push people and sabotage people off their run, where we could see Big T falling off as she was unable to get from one platform to the other in this daily challenge. Amanda tackling Nany, which is being tackled by Tori, and I believe Casey on the other side. CT is doing the obstacle course where the players are trying to swing their wrecking balls to try to get him off, so he's going to be doing that daily challenge. We have here the Spider-Man daily challenge, where this is like the only shot we get of this Spider-Man daily challenge, so I'm very intrigued by this one. I don't know, it just seems like everyone's just like hanging upside down and just chilling out while possibly something is happening up at the top, but we don't get too much for this daily challenge, which I'm excited about because I want a little bit more like mystery coming into the challenge season. Here is the Foxhole daily challenge where everyone is like grabbing what looks to be like a baton of some sort, and they're going to be grabbing them and then having to transfer them from one place to another. And we're going to see that here is a collision. All three players are coming at once, and then boom, they get smashed right in the middle. Here we get a jump off of, as we can see, Devin and Emmy and what I think is Gabo and Nany jumping off of this cliff. So they're going to be doing this daily challenge. And then this is what I remember from the trailer, where Corey is underwater with this like propeller, and what reminds me of like the Decode station in Double Agents where they had the circle rings, but they give them the cool propeller things instead of being under the water, having to just go back and forth with a wire. And they're gonna have to try to get like certain little bags of like puzzle pieces probably. And speaking of puzzle pieces, we can see that in this daily challenge, they're gonna have to go underneath a wire to get these puzzle pieces to fix up a 3D puzzle, possibly the one from like War of the Worlds, where it was like a 3D tower and you had to like construct it. This looks like a really cool challenge where they're trying to have to bust open a safe with a number, and you're gonna have to figure it out, and Nelson is getting frustrated. And back at this challenge where we have 2 players in the helicopter, 2 players in the cars, and they're throwing them, and this is where we can see that somebody in the helicopter is throwing down these bags, and bam, somebody in the car is grabbing them, as we can see it happen a couple of times. So that is very exciting, as I think that would be fun to do, like trying to hand coordinate, trying to catch bags. And we can see here that Nelson is trying to do this obstacle course while somebody like Devin is throwing this wrecking ball at him, and he just completely just flops to his his little scuba nellies, and he is hurting, because I am hurting when I looked at this happen in the trailer. And then we see players looking to be robbing a truck, and I think they're going to be doing a heist daily challenge to the point where they're going to be put into groups, and they're going to have to try to make off with as much cash as possible before the truck explodes. As we can see, CT and Kyle working together trying to fill the bags as much as he can, which reminds me of Double Agents, where CT thought he was in the finals already, which he was, and he was like, put all the money in the bag. And so this is exactly, I wouldn't be surprised if he said that again in this season. And then we have Casey on top of the car with her partner, so she's going to be doing this challenge along with Big T as well. and then we have more explosions, more people trying to get into what looks to be other safes, other little safes, and then there's a wall in the background. Look how dark those clouds are. It looks like it's about to rain over here. Then we have a mud ball daily challenge, which reminds me of All Brawl, and also that one daily challenge in Vendettas where they had to go into the water, grab a ball, but it was all soapy and they couldn't get out, but you had to make it out with a ball. And so this reminds me of that daily challenge. And here's another look at that foxhole trenches daily challenge where people are going to run into each other and they're going to have like the baton and they're going to have to run around and transfer that. And then more people throwing bags of stuff to their teammates in cars. And this screenshot right here is what makes me think that they're going to be robbing a armored car and then having to run away with the bags of money and try to get away before the car explodes. And this is going to be very cinematic. This is going to be very action-packed. After looking at all the daily challenges and the secret scenes and all this other stuff, it actually looks really, really impressive. I'm very excited for everything that's to come of this season. But what do you think about these daily challenges after seeing more shots of them? Let me know that in the comment section below. What do you think about the house? Is this one of the nicest houses in challenge history, or is there some houses that you think are better than this one? Let me know that in the comment section below. Who are you most excited to see coming into this challenge season? Did you watch the live casting special on the challenge, either YouTube, Facebook, or social media accounts? What'd you think about it? Do you think it was worth the watch? Did it make you more excited when watching it, or were you kind of like, take it or leave it, I'm okay with it or not? Let me know if you're excited about this challenge season. Let me know anything and everything down in the comment section below. But thank you so much for watching. While you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be back really, really soon with more Challenge 37 Spies, Lies, and Allies content, more challenge content, more content in general. But until then, peace.